right, so this afternoon, that frame has to come off of that trailer because I got to get that trailer back. I'm borrowing that one. I borrowed it for a day to pick that frame or the frame body, whatever. Anywho, I got to get that body off of that trailer because I got to get that trailer back to a buddy of mine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook the truck up to the trailer. I'm gonna pull it forward, and for now, we're just gonna set the body on the ground. I'll probably put some 2x12s or something on it just to hold it, just to keep it off of the gravel itself, so if it rains or anything, it don't get any more rotted than it already is on the bottom side of it. No one else is really available right now, so we're gonna try and He-Man that son of a bitch ourselves. Terrible for my back? Yes, probably. But is it off the trailer? Most definitely it is. Okay, so the body's on the ground. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I promise you that's the last time it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get that body on and or off a trailer. Because the next time it goes on or off a trailer, it's gonna have wheels underneath it. So we got her on the ground. I got a couple seats. I'm too excited to just sit around and do nothing with it. So I'm gonna grab the couple of different seats that I got, the set of original seats out of my Black Beauty K10. And I've got that cement mixer, that concrete truck. I got that seat. So we're gonna set both of those in here and we're gonna see how they fit, see what it looks like, see what feels better, see what looks better. I think I already know what way we're gonna go with it, but we're gonna find out. So, it's pretty good there, huh? We're gonna set y'all here, and we're gonna see what the seats look like when they sit in there and see about what eye line height is, what chop we're gonna do, if we're gonna go 3-4 inches out, kind of figure out where we're at. So, all right. Okay, so we wrangled our seats. We got our seats pulled up. We got the old cement truck seat. We'll just kind of put this one in here for now. And it turns out the board that these guys had in it to kind of hold the body apart, that board might be a little far forward, but it's pretty close to about where I want to set the seats with how the frame's going to lay out and whatnot. So throw a little trusty 2x12 underneath this one just to get it up off the ground a little bit, because there's not going to be much support under these seats once we get the body modified and get the chassis and everything in and go to mount the seats. So we'll put that there, a couple inches, you guys can't really see it, but a couple inches off the door, kind of lined up with where the trans tunnel is going to be. If we go with turbo 400 in this or whatever we decide to do, I mean, our trans tunnel is going to be probably 14-16 inches wide. Plan is to make it tall enough though to where the trans tunnel comes through and ties into the back metal to where it's an armrest, and I can cut the cup holders into it. We'll get there. We got a long ways to go though, so let's go to this one. So here we are. We had some technical difficulties. You still can't see me, but I got the seat thrown in here from the 78. Hello, here I am. All right. So let's see. We're gonna climb in through the cowl because right now that's our only means of access. Maybe that's why they cut the hole in there, so that way they can get in and out of it, kind of like I do. I feel like Tim Allen home right now. So anyway, we've got the max seat, and looking at our chop, eye level's about here. So about 6 inches is my eye level. So I want to say I'm going to take probably 4 out of it because I'm gonna have a visor coming down. So by the time we get the seats and the buckets and everything set, I don't know, we might do maybe 3.5. Take here so that way maybe you guys can see it. Take 3.5 inches out of it. But we're gonna take it all the way around. I might go a 1/2 inch higher in the back, 3/4 of an inch higher in the back to give it kind of that raked look, and just kind of pie cut the back corner so that way it sits down. But I'm thinking we're gonna be somewhere in the 3 or 4 inch range. I like this seat. This one is not sitting on a 2x12. We're sitting a lot lower. We're right on the deck right now. So my eye level is just above where the cowl's at right here. So you bring it across, I mean, on the curve that it's on, my nose is sitting in the cowl. So this one I could get away with slamming, and we could take 7 inches out of the son of a bitch. Let's see, what do we got here? That much out of it. I don't think we want to do that. So I think we're going to go with the Max style seats, and I think we're going to probably take 4 inches out of it, and we'll see where we're at. But for right now, in a gravel driveway, imagine having the dash and the steering wheel, and you're sitting here just kind of bebopping around. I think we're going to do 4 inches all the way around. That would leave us with, that'd leave us with 9 inches of window. So we'd be to here with the windshield and the window and everything. So that'd be pretty sweet. And I think that's what we're gonna do. But we'll keep you up to date on it. We'll see what. So kind of messed up, rookie YouTube mistake. I'm not used to videoing myself doing anything. But what I'm in the middle of right now is cutting a bunch of 8-ish inch long 4x4s to set the body on, because that's about what hopefully the finished height's gonna be. So I figured I'd at least get the last cut in. Don't yell at me about my guard. My guard's a little messed up. But now we're gonna slam these blocks under the body, and hopefully what it's gonna do is set the body at about the height of where I want it to be when it's sitting on the frame, channeled, and everything's in on it. Because I think that's about what I want. I mean, 4 inches of ground clearance, that's a little less than a beer can. So that's what we're gonna go for. We're gonna sit there, see what it looks like, and still just keep building ideas. So this is pretty much from the construction side of things. It's like right now we're drafting the blueprint before we build the building. So it's a good idea, good starter point for me. If I want it shorter, cut the blacks down. If I want it taller, stack more on top of it. So somewhere to start in the driveway. Like I said, till we get rid of the bike. Once we get rid of the bike, we can put the body on that bike lift, and we can set the bottom of the doors wherever we want them and work off of that. So for now, we're gonna work with these blocks, and I'll take you guys outside and we're gonna set the body on them. So here we are. We got our body on the ground, got our blocks. I brought 6 of them out with me. I cut 10, but I don't think we need all 10. So we're gonna go through, set these up, kind of see where it gets us. Right now, obviously, that's the look everybody wants, is on the ground, but I don't think I'm gonna go on air. I think I'm gonna go on coilovers with the Springer front end on it. So I'm gonna wanna set the actual height and get a look at it and just kind of see where we're at. So we'll time lapse it, get the body set in place, and then we'll come right back to you. Alright, so we got our body sitting right now. As you can see it, sitting on 4x4s. There's a lot of really loose metal around the wheel wells and on the bottom of the doors and by the quarters. Actually, the doors are solid. It's just the quarters, wheel wells. The cowl isn't secured to anything, so that's gonna be pretty rough. But I ended up using 4 of the 4x4s, and I moved the block that I had under the cowl to the back of the car because it's a little bit, the metal's a little rusted and rolled under in the back. So I got it set where I want it, and looking at it, I think it looks pretty sweet. We're gonna jump in it here real quick, sit in the seat, and kind of see what it looks like. I got other parts that I gotta get out of it quick though. Just call me Jed Clampett at this point. But, okay. Okay, so the seats are gonna need a little height adjustment. Because right now, we're sitting at a major chop in order to make it look proportional, because I look like a kid sticking out of the window. It's like if I had one of my kids sitting in here right now if it was on a full frame. So the seats will come up a little bit, a couple inches. Actually, probably that 4 inches, those 4x4s. So we'll probably put the seats on the 4x4s, see what that kind of feels like, measure out from there, and see where we're at. Just another part of it. All right, it's been a couple days. Back, finally got some good weather. Did some cool stuff over the last few days here. Picked up some parts and pieces. I'm sitting on one right now. I got this old, I don't know if you can see it on there. You can hear it though. It's an old Pabst Brewing keg. And I've always had ideas of using a keg as my fuel tank. So we got that going. This right here is a air tank out of an old World War II bomber. It was their oxygen tank for when they were flying at altitude where they had issues with oxygen. So this tank is going to be set inside on whatever I decide to build in the back over the suspension. So this is going to hold the air for the air ride. Big old hoss right there. I thought that was cool looking. I could hardly pass it up as soon as I found it. So I got this bad rider. I got the keg, and then we picked up an original 1932 Illinois license plate. So thought that was neat. Want to incorporate this in the build somewhere. I also did earlier this week, went and picked up a new grill. Not new to me, new to the rat rod. That bad rider. That's out of a 27 Buick. And I don't know, having it sitting up there looks kind of neat. I thought, you know, with the, it's not a grill that you see often. Normally you see the Chevy and the Ford ones that are, they're all just rounded over, and I mean, they look nice, they got a cool look to them, but this one having the peak in the middle of it, and I don't know, just something unique and different. And so this weekend, I think we're going to start monkeying around with parts, and if we're lucky, I'm going to see if I can't set it up for tomorrow. Maybe lay it out and give the roof a chop on that thing. We'll see where we're at, see where we're going. Got to find some straps, find a way to mount the fuel tank. Somewhere right there, hang it off the back, put a little extra support in the back side of the body coming off the frame or whatever. Weld some steel in and build brackets to hold it. I was almost thinking using like a forklift, the forklift straps for their propane tanks, their LP tanks on forklifts. See if I can't find a set of straps off of those that I could use to mount this to the back of the car. I don't want it inside the cab with me. I think having fuel inside the cab that close to your head in a project that, you know, something could go wrong at some point. I think having 15 gallons of fuel inside with you, I don't think that's the best idea. So that's why I wanted to find something to kind of mount external, something a little, I know you see guys doing it and whatnot, so I mean, it is a little different, but no, I got a pretty good deal on all of it, and just keep building. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. The next episode that's coming up, we're going to be doing just some little odds and ends shit around here. And like I said, maybe there might be a chop involved in there. So till then, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys around.